Hello everyone, this is Mike Regan, GamingRing.com at the Hall of Fame with Matt Hardy. Matt, how are you doing today?
Very good. How are you, my man?
Pretty good. Now we're at the Hall of Fame. Is there anyone in particular you're looking forward to be inducted this year?
I'm looking forward to seeing everyone inducted. I mean, these are the guys, the pioneers that paved the way, that actually gave me an opportunity to have a great living and make a great living in this business. But the person probably first and foremost that I'm really excited about seeing inducted is just Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was the guy on top during the Attitude Era, and if it weren't for Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock played a part in this as well, like, who knows how well Jeff and my career may have played out, just because when we started, we'd be on the road, we were the opening match guys against Edge and Christian. Every night we'd walk into the arena, it'd be a sellout, 20,000, 22,000, 25,000. You know, we took that stuff for granted at first because we were coming off wrestling, you know, in armories and high schools and whatever it may be in front of, you know, 20 people, 30 people, 50 people. But just, you know, we were given a lot of opportunities to succeed and to eventually have great matches, which ultimately led to the ladder match. But one thing, looking back in retrospect, I think, well, what if Stone Cold hadn't been around or The Rock hadn't been around, if business hadn't been that good and they would have had to make cuts and budget cuts like they do these days? Would man Jeff Hardy been a victim of that? You know, you never know. So looking back at it, you know, from that perspective, I really appreciate Stone Cold and him being the act he was and being able to sell tickets like he did and just being the attraction he was, because he gave us the opportunity to get on these shows and wrestle in front of a huge crowd. And after our matches, too, he was also a cool, down-to-earth guy who would pull us aside and he'd give us very honest, straightforward, pull-no-punches advice, and a lot of good advice at that.
What was some of the advice that he gave you as a character and as a performer?
Several things. Actually, some things that, you know, probably not everyone would understand, but just a lot of really good points from a psychology standpoint. You know, there was actually one thing he said, I'll go back, as far as being a babyface. I remember he started talking about a comeback. And when the time is right and someone's been on you, you start making a comeback. He said at the beginning, he said, I would do more malicious things as far as being aggressive instead of just like throwing a punch or whatever. He said because the very beginning kind of everyone's is the same, that you can't really change a lot of things or switch a lot of things. Things change whenever you get to doing your signature stuff, you know, when you get the opportunity to do that. And as weird as that sounds, being in a tag team, that was great advice, and it really helped me a lot, because our deal a lot of times, it seems like for some odd reason, that Jeff was the guy that would get beat up and I would come in and you know, save the day and make that comeback. So Steve gave me some real good advice on that stuck with me, and it still does to this day. And just things about being a babyface and being smart and having a smart ring presence.
Now, WrestleMania 25, you're facing your brother in an Extreme Rules match. Is this the biggest match in your career?
I would say so, yeah, as of right now. I mean, when you watch the ads on TV, there are 4 matches that are being advertised for WrestleMania. And the matches are the WWE title, the World Heavyweight Championship, The Undertaker vs. Shawn Michaels, and Hardy vs. Hardy in Extreme Rules. And considering we're 2 legitimate brothers who came from a town, the population less than 300, you know, that started off wrestling in a trampoline in our backyard, you know, and we really were lucky to make it to the WWE, you know, in the first place. We were both, come hell or high water, we're destined, and we made up our minds. We were gonna succeed one way or the other. Like, we ended up sacrificing everything, and we wanted to one day be the tag team champions, and we did that. We actually did it 7 times. And then after we done well as a tag team, we wanted to have careers as singles. But now we're actually here at WrestleMania, and we're facing one another in like one of the marquee matches. So it's pretty cool, man.
Now let's talk about your character a little bit, how it's turned to a darker edge, kind of darker tinge than what you're used to in the past.
You mean it's turned into sort of a black cloud?
A black cloud, exactly. I mean, what was the inspiration behind that? I mean, was it any movie character that you based it on, or is this something from your own personal?
No, it was. A lot of times you see that, like, people base a character on a previous character, like in a movie or whatnot, but this one didn't at all. Honestly, there was a time where Edge did a promo, and he said, Jeff, he said, seems like this black cloud has been looming over your head for a while. And whenever I heard that, I said, wow, the black cloud. I said, that's catchy, that stands out. And it kind of sums up everything that's been going on. I said, I'm going to take that. And actually, I told Edge, I said, that black cloud comment you made, that's mine now. You know, that's me. I'm going to be the black cloud. So I think this is a start of a very intriguing character. You know, I had a lot of fun when I was version 1, when I was the Sensei of Mattitude, but like this is more of a serious character, and my goal here is to be one of the top guys and be one of the main events, like perennially, be a main eventer all the time, and it's going to be a lot more serious and a lot more dark. And I think even when I move past this program with Jeff, I think it'll get even darker.
Cool, Matt. It's been a pleasure. Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.